I think these two may somehow just managed to top it.
We've finally seen it happen.
No question.
So what do you think about Ebanie Bridges?
They'll have made believers of a lot of people tonight as well. I think
how do you feel about her performance overall?
I don't think we're going to be getting the draw here, Chris. I think Courtenay may just have done enough.
I think Courtenay's done enough. I think she's done enough to
here, let me mute this.
To win the title.
It's a shame that coming into this fight, a lot of people thought that it was going to be a draw no matter what. And now, look at her eye. Give me about 5 minutes, Big J. Ooh, look at that uppercut. I mean, look, overall, Ebanie Bridges is good. She's not terrible. No, she's not terrible. She's good. But the thing is, Shannon Courtenay's better. And for someone who wasn't really into boxing or didn't grow up on boxing or in the sport, both of these women, you know, did really, really, really well. Like, I enjoyed the fight. Was that fight not entertaining? So anyway, I'm T-Street Controversy with FightView360.com. We cover every single major fight live. Shannon Courtenay should improve to, let's see, what's her resume again? 7-1 with 3 KOs. And one of the best women's fights so far of the year. I think that Shannon Courtenay is going to get a clear win. They're tallying up the scorecards. Let's see here. It better not be no BS. Y'all think it's going to be some BS? I can't wait to hear.
And that tells you that it's close.
Well, they both won rounds. That is a fact. I mean, if we're
I had it
on this one, I mean, that would be an outrage. They have both won rounds.
8 rounds to 2.
I wouldn't be surprised here with a few of them.
I had it 8 rounds to 2. Really Big J 5 minutes after the particulars.
Because it will ultimately come down to what you like. I've got a Courtenay. I think we all have both. Very close fight and very entertaining.
I mean, there's no doubt Ebanie Bridges is going to get more fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please, for these two fighters.
It's just that the better pedigree.
After 10 rounds of action here in London, England, we go to the judges' scorecards.
Hey, please like the video.
97-94.
Okay.
Luigi Boscarelli and Gregors Melinda both scored about 98-92. All 3 for your winner by unanimous decision and the new WBA Bantamweight champion from Watford,
it's Shannon Courtenay that gets it.
Shannon, the babyface assassin, Courtenay.
So we're going to listen to the post-fight interviews.
Life around through boxing has just hit the heights, and there is the respect.
Perfect. That was a great fight. The right person won. I was concerned about that first scorecard.
Of what it means to win a world title. She's done it.
Great
sure, I wish I would have got my hair
cut.
The
first scorecard was okay, but again, the second 2 scorecards, there's a lot of close rounds. I don't think.
Look at her eye. Her eye is shit.
I think Bridges was in that fight, but it's just if you scored a couple of close rounds one way, it's going to look wider than it is. But I think I'd love to see that fight again. I know.
Here, let me mute and let's talk a little minute before they get to the highlights. Big J, if you're watching, we're going to call you after the post fight interview. So yeah, give her belt, strap her up. Now, if you don't know, she's supposed to be going on to fight Rachel Ball in a rematch. Now, just because Ebanie Bridges was defeated tonight doesn't mean that she's not going to get big fights, because clearly she moves the needle. And clearly, I do have to admit, coming into this fight and all the way up into fight week, I wasn't feeling her because of the thirst trapping. If you don't know what thirst trapping is, it's the way she's using her body and sex to sell fights. But look at us. She got us all here watching. So going forward, Ebanie Bridges is going to get some very, very significant fights. She's getting ready to go do the post-fight interview. We're going to be listening in. I'm going to disappear and let them talk and get Big J on the phone. Please take your time out, like the video, subscribe. We cover every single major fight live. Every single major fight we're doing a live stream for, and we're making sure we're doing them, you know, in the way that other people are not doing them, in regards to making sure we get you some highlights. and listening to the fighters and me not just here running my mouth. So hold on 1 minute. And also my colleague Big J, who's going to be calling in, he got a chance to talk to Ebanie Bridges and Shannon Courtenay this week. So just because Ebanie Bridges lost today, she's not done. I'm guaranteeing you she'll probably get bigger fights than Shannon Courtenay. And that's just how boxing works. Sex sells. But now a lot of people are going to be roasting Ebanie Bridges because they're like, ha ha, she's not good. She lost, her first big fight.
At some point, that has to be done once again. That was a terrific
So once
scrap.
again, please
It
like the
really
video,
was.
subscribe.
And Shannon Courtenay, though, was pushed very, very hard. Pushed to the limit.
Let's listen
and it was
in.
lovely to see that reaction. What it meant to her. She is just absolutely thrilled, just grinning from ear to ear. What a feeling that must be.
And I know Eddie Hearn is going to give his shtick. Listen in, please subscribe.
Yeah, Adam, I think you summed that up perfect. This could be emotional. Shannon, just step to the microphone. Tell us how you're feeling. Very proudly with the belt around your waist. What does it mean to you?
I can't put it into words. Unbelievable. This isn't just my belt. This is Charlie and H's. We've done this together. That's my team. And
Charlie beat and Huzai for Iqbal.
we've worked so hard, and to be someone who has genuinely turned their life around, this is proof that anyone can achieve anything.
So much talk in the build-up, and both of you said, judge us when the first bell rings. Forget everything that was said before. It delivered when the first bell rang. That was grueling to watch. What was the difference in there for you?
I boxed nicer. I had the cutest shots. I kept popping the jab out, which was landing every time. She was trying to knock me out. And when I made mistakes and I got reckless was when I traded with her, and she was good at trading. But I feel like my jab won me the fight, and I think her eye showed that because I just kept popping the eye. And sticking to a strict boxing game was the right game plan. And every time I come back, Charlie was saying to me, box, box. And when I did, I won the fight.
Moving forward, what do you want to do next? Because obviously there's two very big things. I'm sure there will be interest in a rematch, but I'm also sure that Rachel Ball, who we know is watching at home, will want her shot.
Eddie's the boss. I was told the Rachel Ball rematch was next, so I want Rachel Ball next.
Stay there, I have one more with you, Eddie. It was a very good fight to watch, and I know that you've been very close to Shannon throughout her pro career. Must be very happy that she's got a world title around her waist now.
Really pleased. She deserves it. Remember at fight camp, every fight she's in is entertaining. The Rachel Ball fight, I felt she was unlucky to lose that fight, and that was a big, big defeat for her. I remember going backstage, and she was just in a spell. She was mesmerised. She said, "That's not the end for me, is it?" She lives and breathes boxing. Very proud of her to become a world champion. Great fight. Big respect to Ebanie Bridges as well. Tough, terrible eye injury. Great advert for women's boxing, because we know it's had a massive build-up, probably the biggest build-up I've been involved with in a female fight. But if it doesn't deliver, it's no good for anyone. And it was brilliant from start to finish. They both wanted it so bad, and she deserved to win. She was the cuter boxer. She scored more points. She hurt Ebanie Bridges, I think, three times in the fight, and it was really, really good to watch. For me, I would love to see the Rachel Ball fight. I think that's fair for everybody. Rachel was going to fight Ebanie originally, and then Ebanie got injured, and then you were going to fight Rachel, and then Rachel got COVID. So I believe Rachel Ball is recovering well, and I think Shannon will want to put that right for a record. Although she feels like she won that fight, we've got unbelievable plans for fight camp this year, this time with crowds, and I would love to see that rematch there. And then if she wins that, she can go on and start thinking about facing the other champions. It's not the deepest of divisions, the bantamweight division, and she does have the ability to go at super bantamweight. You've got some tremendous domestic fights there for her as well, but tonight she's world champion, another world champion, and well done to H and Charlie, their first world champion as well. And a fantastic achievement and a great fight, which is really important as we continue to develop women's boxing.
Shannon, I know how dearly you would have loved to have had your family here, and obviously put out that tweet and message from your mum about she was so proud of the daughter that you've become. I'm sure you want to give everybody a shout out that's probably bouncing back home around the living room.
My family, my mum, my stepdad, who was my dad, Lee, my little sister Harriet, my nan and granddad, everyone that's at home, they'd all be buzzing, and I can't wait to see my mum. I know I'm a boxer, he meant to act hard on camera. I can't wait to see my mum.
Get yourself off, well done.
Thank you.
Well, what a win for Shannon Courtenay. What a fight.
So let's see. Are they going to bring out Ebanie Bridges? I don't think they are, ladies and gentlemen. Big J, we're here live.
wide scorecard, certainly wider than we
Maybe
thought
they got to
should
get
have been, but
Ebanie's
they went
eye
the
checked on.
right way as far as we could see. Incredible credit has to go to Ebanie Bridges for the way she hung in there with that eye completely closed for the best part.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we got my colleague Big J on. It's looking like I'm waiting to see if we're going to get a interview from Ebanie Bridges for some brief highlights right here.
No, it never. There wasn't much feeling out
process. One of the best women's
process.
fights of the year, but then again, women's fights have not been really disappointing, especially the mainstream ones, because
I think she's right.
one thing I've learned about the women is that once they're on the big stage, they really go out there to fight.
From Courtenay throughout the fight.
Yeah, definitely. They did go out to fight, and the girls put on a tremendous show, and Ebanie Bridges showed a ton of guts. That girl can fight. Anyone think that she's just a hot job that's complete bullshit. She can fight. She's just not at that level yet. She's only 6 fights in.
A great advertisement for boxing.
But she is 34 years old.
Desire and
you know,
will to win from both fights.
She is an older lady. Yeah, she's older. She's only been in boxing 2 years.
And we have to say,
for someone of her age, that is a great tip in the boxing because people are going to want to tune in to watch.
I think so too. I'm impressed.
That's exactly what it was. Very competitive.
I'm impressed.
I thought the two scorecards.
You can see it on Twitter. A lot of people are going to go, "Oh,
no way that
she got the shit kicked
Bridges
out of her." Blah 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 blah.
Rounds in a fight.
She was going up against a younger, more experienced fighter, and women boxing, that makes all the difference.
In my opinion,
you know,
it was a very entertaining
7 years, that's a big difference.
Yeah, we knew that Eddie Hearn would be lining up that rematch with Rachel Ball. That is one for fight camp in the summer. Amazing that we are creeping up on the 10 months since that happened, that it was, of course, a career-defining night, possibly for wrong reasons on the night.
So, I think for Ebanie to come from where she's come from, to travel what she did, take a fight on 2 weeks' notice, right? You've got to give the, you know, she's earned her chops, and she'll be back, and there'll be a lot of interest. There'll be a lot of interest in it.
Yeah. Well, now we don't know. I mean, we know that Shannon Courtenay is going to go take on Rachel Ball. So, but overall, you were impressed with Ebanie Bridges? You know, like, did she answer questions for you?
Oh, she answered a lot of questions. Yes, she can fight. Yes, she can bang.
She got a chin. She didn't go down.
No, she didn't go down. She needs to work on her speed a little. If she was a little bit quicker, I think she would have got it. Because and she needs a bit more powerful. Because Shannon was hitting her with power shots. You know, every time Shannon hit her, she, Ebanie can take a punch. I mean, she did a phenomenal job. I mean, yes, it was clearly, you know, she was clearly outboxed by Shannon.
Yeah.
But for the situation, it was really good. I was absolutely completely impressed.
So once
she'll be back, I think. Big man?
Oh, no. So once again, guys, please take your time out. Like the video. We're at 152 right now. It'd be great if we can get to 200. Please subscribe. We're here for all the major fights. And as time goes on, we're going to be here for even more fights as we get the system down. So as you can see, we're doing live recaps, highlights, pretty much making sure we give you everything you need in a short time, not a 4, 5, 6, 7 hour stream. So I am going to be back later on tonight for the Boots Ennis versus Sergey Limpinet's entire card, because if you watch that with us, you'll see what we're doing with it. So Big J, you know, give your report card on Ebanie Bridges. You know, okay, I tell you what was your report card for her before fight week, and what is it now? From an A to F.
Well, she's definitely a B+ fighter. You know, she's definitely a solid B fighter. Is she an A+ fighter? No, because if she was A, she would have won. But, you know, Ebanie knows what she's doing. She knows how to sell a fight, and she can actually back it up, right? Yeah. She didn't go down. She took a beating. She took it to Shannon, right? So, you know, even though she was beaten, you know, by Shannon, she's not at that level yet. But after, give her 3 or 4 more fights where she can hone her craft, she's going to be she'll learn a lot from that loss. I mean, same with Shannon when she lost to Rachel Ball.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Look at the improvement.
The fans and the supporters in the chat, they're talking about a rematch. I think a rematch should happen at some point. But in my personal opinion, I think this is the perfect time to take Ebanie Bridges this next year and give her about, you know, try to get her 3 more fights this year.
Absolutely.
You know, but this time lower the competition, actually build her up. You know, and with the way the UK market is with her now, they should really use that to build her up.
That's exactly right. I mean, you know, she's going from club fighters to, you know, world title fights. So it was a pretty big jump. She did well, but it was a bridge too far. But you know, she was doing fantastic. But moving on to Shannon. Shannon will go on to fight Rachel Ball. And I just want to bring one thing up that Jesus fucking pisses me off when boxers go, oh, it's up to my management who I fight. Don't you get a say in who you want to have a fight? You're not a bloody soldier. Soldiers get told who they fight. Boxers should have a say. God, that pisses me off. Doesn't that shit you to tears when they go, it's up to my team who I fight?
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao was known for that. I talk to my promoter. It's up to my promoter. Like you don't have a say. It's a cop-out.
What are you? What are you, some sort of fucking robot that does what they're told? I mean, that's what soldiers do. I know, I was one. But, you know, soldiers don't get much of a choice who they fight. But, fuck me, can't you just say, I want to fight this person next? It's like, whatever happened to that? Jesus, that shits me to tears.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, because all boxers do it, I'm not copping out on Shannon here. They all do it. Yeah, you watch any place fight. Oh, that's up to my team who I fight. Why? You're the one fighting. Don't boxers have any say in what they're going to do? No, jeez. Anyway.
All right, Big J. Listen, we got to get to the next fight. I'm going to tell the viewers. Thanks for watching. We will be back. The short version of this video will be out very, very soon, like within moments after this stream stops. And we're going to be back later on actually, Big J's going on vacation, but sometime later on, we're going to have a full recap and actually really, really talk about, this in more and more detail. So please subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Thank you for watching. This is History Controversy with FightV360.com. And Big J, please subscribe.